Hi there. So, behind me is an old pear tree I got when I bought this property. And last year it fruited, and it fruited a lot. But then we had a flood, and I'm not sure what happened to the fruit, whether it got picked up by squirrels or birds or some other pest, and or maybe the flood, the water, maybe waterlogging kind of got it distressed and had to drop its fruit. But within a few days, all the fruit were basically gone. And anyways, I wanted to make this video to um, demonstrate how I'm going to bring this tree back to life and give it the best chance to put out good quality fruit this year. Last year, I did notice that the top half of it is basically dead. Most of it was dead, so I'm gonna cut that off. Not just because of it was dead, but if I get fruit all the way up there, I don't know how tall that is. Like, maybe I would say about like 25 feet, maybe. I'm not gonna be able to reach it, and that's kind of wasteful. And not just for me, just for the tree as well. It'll waste its resources, and I'm not gonna be able to put out good quality, large size pears. So the plan is to go cut that top half, and then all those water sprouts. I don't know if you were able to see them, but there's plenty of water sprouts coming up, and they're shooting straight up. Those I'm going to cut, and any intersecting branches where the fruit and the leaves are going to interfere with each other and block the sunlight from other branches, I'm going to cut those. And I'm going to add some compost circle on the bottom of the tree, and basically that's it. I'll call it a day. And I'll probably add some 10-10-10 fertilizer, because I don't think this tree has been ever fertilized, well, at least for a long while. Other than that, I do want to note that I picked a really nice, hot, dry day today. And the reason why you would do that, because you don't want a fungal infection, and you don't want diseases to come up on this tree. And I don't want to add any chemicals and stuff. So this is what you want to do. Pick a really nice, hot, dry day, and that'll help the tree kind of dry up those cuts and heal them before the end of the day. And I know next week is going to be wet, and so this is my chance to do it. So I'll do it right now before it's too late. So I'm going to pause this video and do what I have to do to it, and I'll get back to you with the results. Hang tight. Well, this is post trimming. Took the top half. I believe most of the water sprouts. When I look at it, there may be one or two more. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. They don't look like it, but um, yeah, I think this is good enough. I took a lot. The top half, I took a bunch of branches that were intersecting and overshadowing bigger branches. It doesn't make sense. And I did my best to take some of this moss, and I'm not done yet though. I'm still gonna take possible. These are fruit trees, folks. They don't need to have stuff like this, moss and all that. Maybe lichen on the trunk if you have that's growing on it. It's not a big problem, but see, like this branch right here. Look at it. It's dead. Yep, unproductive. Up there and cut that branch over there, and maybe like give these another look or two before I say it's done. As far as pruning, but if you look at it, very from our perspective, this left side heavy, and the reason why is because of the sun, because of all these trees here. It doesn't get any of that morning sun, so the tree is trying to go this way, right? to capture as much sun as possible. But look at the right side, the left side. Big difference as far as growth, and that's how trees work. They got their solar panels, and the solar panels have sensors, and they go where the sun goes. So the sun is mostly on the left side. It starts like that over there. It's over here now. It comes up from there. It goes there. So the first thing that hits it is this side, and then this side. But you know, I believe maybe even the fruit is going to be better on this side as well. We'll be able to tell, but I'm pretty sure there's 3-4 hours of sunlight is not hitting that side. So there you go. As far as pruning, this is what I think I could do with this. I might, I don't know. I'm just thinking. I do have pruning paint. What do they call it? Seal. I might put some over there since when I retracted my chainsaw, it kind of injured that a little bit. I'm not sure if it's a big deal. I'm just worried about actually the main cut at the top. So I live in the middle of the forest, and I worry about fungal diseases. This place is covered with all kinds of fungus and pathogens out there that most really are beneficial, but some they do attack live trees. I've had a couple of my fruit trees infected and basically dead. They just started getting super weak. Their leaves dropped. They're really flimsy. The wind takes them left and right, and you can tell there's a lot of weakness there. So yeah, fungal diseases are an issue in some areas, and this is probably prime area for that kind of condition. It gets wet here. It gets muggy and humid, and it rains a lot, especially this season's based on the forecast. As far as they can tell, it's going to be a wet season for us here in Southeast Texas. A good thing and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it and how you, whether you're prepared for different growing conditions out there. I prefer like moderate, somewhere in the middle. I do like, some mugginess. I do like a lot of rain, but sometimes, like I said, just it makes it a breeding ground for fungal infections. So, anyways, the next stage is going to be I'm going to bring my mulcher. I do have a like a 14 horsepower mulcher. I'm going to mulch all those all that wood. I don't want it to go to waste. It's good stuff. So I'm going to give this tree what I've taken from it. So nothing's really lost. All right. And I'm gonna think and contemplate about sealing that top cut since it's such a big cut. It's exposing the inner core, and I don't know, it's exposing everything. So I do feel like I have to seal it with pruning sealant. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna mulch the bottom, all that wood on the ground, and probably clean this up a little bit around the tree. Once I've done mulching that, I'm gonna bring some nice manure compost and some 10-10-10 fertilizer, and that's it. Done deal for this tree, and we'll see how that goes as far as as far as production, health compared to last year. I wish if I had recorded that and showed you guys, but it was a missed opportunity, and I didn't want this. I didn't want it to repeat itself. I wanted this season to be a more productive season, a healthier season for this tree. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the mulcher and start mulching all this, and do the compost and the cleanup around it. Oh, I do want to mention another thing. There was this I believe it's like an oak tree that was growing like right next to it over there. I don't know if I think I did capture that tree earlier in the video. Yeah, I had to take that down because it's blocking more sun. It's a fruit tree. Fruit trees, they need a lot of sun. So I took this oak down, and I'm going to mulch it. I'm going to add it to the food pile over there against that tree. All right, hang tight. I'll be right back with the mulcher. Alright, let's go ahead and do some mulching. I got my 14 horsepower mulcher here. It's one of the Chinese mulchers. The brand is Wellmac, but they're probably all the same. They have the same performance, so far I've been impressed with these. They can do a pretty good job with these, you know, larger size branches and limbs. But as far as they say, it could take like 6 inches in diameter worth of truck, but I don't think it can, especially with anything that's hardwood, like oak, you know, maybe pine. Even that, like I noticed that the opening is not even 6 inches, maybe like somewhere around like 4 to 5 inches. Even though like I'm not gonna do anything in that diameter as far as mulching, but thicker branches like this one right here. This is doable. It's not bad, you know. You can get a lot of wood out of this, a lot of mulch out of this. But the main trunk that I cut, I don't think I can mulch that unless I split it in half and then put it in there. Then that's doable. But as far as what I'm going to mulch today, it's just these branches and twigs and all that. Give it back to the tree. So let me run it. Alright, I'm gonna finish the rest of it, and I'm gonna add some compost, and that'll be the end of it. I'm gonna pause the video for now, and see you in a minute. Alright, so we finished mulching the the branches and all that excess wood that we pruned, and it's all over here. One thing you want to do, you want to go and move all that live mulch away from the trunk, and I usually just de-weed as well, just to make sure that I don't have anything on there that could become a home for insects like ants and other insects that just like to live in the shade of weeds and stuff. So 2 feet around the trunk, no mulch, and specifically because we just mulched live branches. Okay, so the type of fungus that's going to come and process that is a fungus specialized in live, basically not fully composted wood. Okay, so if you keep it next to the trunk, okay, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going. It's going to start eating the tree. It's going to penetrate it, and fungus is amazing, you know. It'll process this whole tree in no time. So yeah, keep the live mulch off of your fruit trees, off the trunk. 1 foot, 2 feet. 2 feet is probably safe. So when it rains and you know, you got good enough distance, those rain droplets won't pick up on fungus and, you know, splatter it all over the trunk. All right, one last thing I have to do before we wrap up this video is I'm going to add a nice, like, few inches of composted manure around the tree and call it a day. Other than that, I think this video will be wrapped up in a minute. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, just finished applying the manure, and this is how it looks. Feel free to go back up and look at the beginning of the video so you can compare before and after and all the changes that were taking place. But let's sum up what we've done to this tree so far. I cut this tree basically in half because that top portion was, when I inspected it, it was more than half dead, and I looked inside, it looked like it had some sort of disease at the top, so it needed to go, and it was way too high up. Even if it had fruit on it, I don't think I could have been able to reach it and harvest some fruit. So just based and judging by last year's growth and how it performed, I feel like it needed some heavy pruning. So we did exactly that. Cut it in half, took all the water sprouts out, cut all the intersecting and overshadowing branches, and any branches that looked like diseased or broken or dead. So yeah, we took a lot of wood out of it and made available a lot of resources for this tree for this year's growth, and added balanced fertilizer. Then I mulched all that wood I got out of it, and then some manure. And next week is going to rain really heavy, so I believe it's going to get a really nice watering on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll see what happens with this tree this season. I'll keep you updated, and we'll see how it goes as far as fruit production. All right. Oh, one more thing. I did went ahead and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I did go ahead and seal the main cut, that main trunk. That's too big of a cut to leave open, I believe. You know, the tree could have been okay. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure whether it's going to get infected and whether that's guaranteed or not. So I didn't want to take a chance. I mean, it's an old tree, and because it bears fruit and it's already productive, I didn't want to risk it. But anything over 1 inch in diameter, as far as all all those cuts, I had to seal them. So I just want to give this tree the best chance possible. All right, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If I've done something wrong, if there are experts out there that are better than me, please point it out in the video so I know what I did wrong. And if I done it right, so give us a thumbs up. And come back for the next video. I do have another pear tree that I need to prune and take care of, but it's not as old as this one. I'll make another video for it, just for the fun of it. All right, that's my daughter over there screaming at me. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Yes, yes, yes.